Welcome back to another video. BMW Clips here. This is our first full video. Welcome to the channel. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, comment below. First video I'm gonna do, I did a short about this, but I'm gonna make it a full-length video just going into detail of the things I don't like about the new 2025 BMW X3. And obviously this is 100% my opinion. This is a subjective video on what I like about the 2025 model. I'm coming from the 2022 model, so I'm kind of basing it off of the changes I see from that model to the newest model. Of course, some of y'all might not like what I have to say. Some of y'all might agree with my opinion, so you can voice it down below in the comments. Let's get into the video. Another area I don't like is kind of this passenger area, the dashboard. It's just one solid piece of plastic covered with that soft material. It kind of bolsters out into the leg area a little bit. There's still plenty of room for someone who's tall. I'm 6'1". I'm not tight in the passenger seat, but I feel like the design could have been a lot better and they could have used this space a little bit more better, comparing it to the previous generation. Another thing I'm not too crazy about is the door handles and the door controls. I know this is a big topic, but you know, this is like a plastic handle. This right here, it serves its purpose, but it's definitely cheap. It's definitely plastic. That's definitely one of my dislikes on the car as far as the door paneling. I'm coming from a 2022 BMW X3, so this is definitely a step down from the previous model that I had as far as the door paneling. The 2022 had metal inserts, it had cuts, it had better ambient lighting. The ambient lighting is decent on this door. I'm not gonna lie and say it isn't, but as far as the door design, I'm not that impressed. Another thing I didn't like was the side placement of the vents. I know they're trying to be different, but it's just a little weird as far as the placement. But functionality wise, it does the job. Another thing I didn't really like was the back door. Of course, the paneling. Compared to the past generation, like I said, I had the 2022 X3. They definitely got a little lazy. They just put like this metal bar here. This isn't even ambient lighting. The only ambient lighting is a little light right inside of here. You can't really even see it at night. That's how bad it is. But yeah, design-wise on the back doors, they could have did a lot better. Of course, you got the handle that no one really likes. Definitely more ambient lighting would have been better. Breaking up the paneling would have been better, different material. Another thing would be the flush door handles. Previous generation, of course, they stuck out. These are flush with the car. They do feel a little weak. You're kind of nervous to pull all the way out with the handle. And sometimes you might want to grab up top of here. Don't mind the pollen, it's pollen season, but that's another thing. I would prefer the handles that stick out. They're a little bit more sturdier and you feel a little bit more safer to the touch. Like I said, these, you're kind of hesitant to really pull on these, but they're not going to break, but still. And some may say, why'd you get the car if you have 4 or 5 negative things you don't like about it? Everything comes with its pluses and its minuses. I might not like 4 or 5 things, but then there's 10 other things I like with the car, and that'll be a separate video as well. So that's essentially why I got the 2025 version.